Good afternoon, good evening, Excellencies. I would like to acknowledge the esteemed participation of the honorable dignitaries who have joined us today for the Information and Technology Ministers session of the third Voice of Global South Summit. The theme of the session is Digital Public Infrastructure for Development, a Global South Approach. It is my honor to invite the Vice Minister, Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology of the Republic of India, Mr. S. Krishnan, to commence the session by delivering his opening remarks. Sir.
A very good day to all the esteemed excellencies present for this session. It is my pleasure to welcome all of you to the Information and Technology Ministers session of the third Voice of the Global South Summit in 2024. The previous editions, held in 2023, were opportunities for the developing world to come together and deliberate on critical areas of cooperation in line with the vision of the Honorable Prime Minister of India of Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas, that is, development of all, taking everyone along. This year's summit seeks to take these discussions forward with the IT Ministers session focusing on the central role of digital technologies in our economies. The last few years have seen an increased momentum towards understanding, adopting, and developing digital public infrastructure, DPIs. I'm very happy to share with you that the DPI-driven approach to development was well recognized under India's G20 presidency last year, leading to key outcomes, including a common framework for describing and developing DPIs, a multi-stakeholder mechanism for financing DPI building efforts in the Global South, a global DPI repository, GDPIR, for knowledge and discoverability of global DPIs. DPIs are an inclusive and sustainable digitalization approach where the public and private sectors innovate together within government-established guardrails, providing population-scale solutions through shared, interoperable, and modular technology infrastructure governed by a set of enabling rules, protocols, and guidelines. The DPI approach in India has created multiple platforms focusing on inclusive access, reduced monopoly, and democratizing benefits of digitalization. For example, Aadhaar, the universal identity, has enabled 1.4 billion Indian residents to have a digital identity. The Unified Payment Interface, UPI, is a safe and secure payment system, and presently 605 banks are live on UPI, enabling over 14 billion transactions every month. Other DPI initiatives include DigiLocker to safely store and share personal data and documents. Today, DigiLocker has more than 303 million users with more than 6.75 billion documents stored. CoWIN facilitated more than 2 billion doses of vaccinations and 1.1 billion plus registrations, expediting the world's largest vaccination program. Digital infrastructure for knowledge sharing, Diksha, an education portal, enables learning in 30 plus languages, and 5.5 billion learning sessions have been conducted. Bhashini, an interactive enabling access to information and services in Indian languages, presently supports 20 plus Indian languages and utilizes more than 300 AI models. Why is the DPI approach relevant to the Global South? DPI represents significant opportunities for the Global South to overcome developmental challenges and to narrow the digital divide. I want to highlight three key benefits of this approach for the Global South. First, DPI enables universal access to essential digital services across healthcare, education, and financial services, including in remote and underserved areas. Next, DPIs can enable making public service delivery more efficient by reducing leakages, increasing transparency, and improving the speed of service. For example, usage of Aadhaar has resulted in savings of 1.1% of GDP for the government of India. Moreover, this has resulted in the simplification of Know Your Customer (KYC) procedures, leading to the reduction in cost of compliance per transaction from $12 to just US 6 cents. So there's been a huge reduction in the transaction costs. In India, the DPI approach has also enabled private innovation on the foundational layers provided by the government. So there is public-private cooperation which has been enabled. India has signed MOUs with 12 countries to share and scale its DPI solutions with a view to accelerate DPI adoption and implementation in the Global South. To support and accelerate DPI implementation across the Global South, India announced the creation of a social impact fund. Envisioned as a multi-stakeholder fund, India also announced an initial commitment of US $25 million to the fund, inviting other members to contribute. This fund seeks to offer financial support, technical assistance, and capacity building to develop DPI ecosystems. In addition, India has also resolved to develop DPIs in the Global South in cooperation with other partners, including United States, France, the EU, and the Quad countries. Akin to the impact of DPI, artificial intelligence is also driving modern economies. As AI technologies evolve, they are increasingly integrated into various sectors, including healthcare, finance, education, and governance, driving efficiency, innovation, and growth. India intends to harness the potential of AI so that its benefits are delivered to every citizen of the Global South. As the current chair of the Global Partnership for Artificial Intelligence, GPI, India champions effective multi-stakeholder collaboration for the responsible development and use of AI. India invites all nations of the Global South to join GPI so that these countries can contribute to building an inclusive and equitable global AI ecosystem that better addresses critical challenges and fosters sustainable development of AI. India, through its leadership in DPIs, will aim to guide and empower countries worldwide through best practices and documentation, community engagement and knowledge sharing to actualize the vision of greater digital cooperation between India and the world for the larger global good. In support of today's vision, India endeavors to pursue four major actions. First, to shape the global digital agenda through India's direct experience in building and implementing DPIs. Second, offer India's DPI solutions to other countries to enable digital transformation. Third, provide implementation assistance to interested countries in partnership with other development partners. And fourth, invite all the Global South countries to join the GPI Forum. We look forward to support from various countries and relevant stakeholders to take forward DPIs for the economic development and social inclusion in the Global South. Thank you very much.